Alright guys, since there's still so many people doubting me, I'm going to be talking about why the Season 2 Battle Pass will return and looking at this long comment and disproving it all. Haven't even read it yet, and I already know I can disprove it. Before I tell you guys though, make sure you guys like and subscribe because I post these kind of videos all the time. And I just got monetized finally. After 7 years, I just got monetized. And some people also say I'm lying about that. Why would I lie about that? What do I have to gain about lying about that? There's literally nothing to gain about lying about that. I've been posting for 7 years and made $0. And I can probably take a screenshot and show you. I made $0 off every single video. So besides that, let's get into this comment and show that people just yap with no information. And here we go. So he says it wouldn't make sense to bring back the battle passes. They brought back the old battle passes, then they would have to bring back every single battle pass that they've ever released, which wouldn't be fair to anyone and everyone would hate it. Okay, first of all, just because they bring out the chapter 1 battle passes in the chapter 1 season does not mean they will bring every single one out. It's not a guarantee. And he goes on to say, not like they could bring back every single battle pass, as most of their battle passes contain licensed characters. So that's technically speaking, that's true. However, they can re-get the license. First of all, most of them is just Marvel DC skins. We've been over this, and so it would be no problem. And considering if they do it in a way that it almost is like its own shop, like basically you can buy individual items but it's still technically a pass, if they did something like around those lines, that would not be a problem at all. They could just sell the ones that don't have the contract if they really, because you really think they would mess up on all that money just because, so let's say Laura Croft's, whatever their team is, says they can't bring it out. Really? Like, you think they're gonna miss out all that money? Now he says bringing back battle passes would make the battle pass no different from the item shop, and it would literally kill the game slowly, and their sales in the future battle passes would drop significantly. So that's also just bro yapping, because where's the proof for that, first of all? And also that just makes no sense. Why would the majority, okay, so he doesn't even know the majority of players. He thinks the majority of players is like people who own all of these, but that's not true. There is so many battle passes. I bet I could put on screen every single battle pass and just look at all of these. If you just started the game today, you would have missed every single one of these battle passes and never be able to get those skins again. Never. Like, you would never be able to get these again. And so honestly, I feel like a lot of people would do the opposite and quit. That's actually probably stopping lots of newer players, because say they have their favorite skin in one of these, and now guess what? They can't play. They can't get it. Even just my friend yesterday was talking about how he wanted the Eren Yeager skin, and guess what? That was on the battle pass. So I guess he can never get it again. So I feel like it's not what this dude's saying. I feel like it's actually a smarter business move for them to bring them out. But this guy's not a businessman. I'm not a businessman, but truly I feel like it's not that hard. Like, it doesn't take a hard thinking brain to come up with that. So now he goes on to say people would barely take the game serious anymore, and the whole thing would just be too complicated for Epic to even handle, which is just not true. I mean, we're talking about $1 billion company. I don't think any game battle pass skins that already exist is gonna be something too hard to handle. But then he goes on to say if they're smart, they wouldn't do that. Then he goes on to say they only brought back the chapter 1 seasons to bring back old players, which they did successfully. Yes, they brought back old players, but it doesn't have anything to do with the battle pass. Like, it doesn't. And honestly, I feel like a lot are gone already. They brought back 1 million for the day, and since then kind of fell off. Not much left because it's not really OG. Bringing in more players means more sales for future cosmetics. You get it? Question mark. Now we have more OG players coming back and bringing back the skins they would own. It would make a lot of people leave again. No, it won't. They're getting styles. It wouldn't make anyone leave. No one cares as much as this guy thinks. It literally, let's not forget Renegade Raider came back and that blew over in like 2 days. No one was talking about it anymore. And when I say that no one cares as much as this guy thinks, I mean the effect that he thinks it will have on the community is just non-existent. Like, even if, let's say 1,000 people leave, you think 1,000 people matter, bro? The Epic Games, you think 1,000 people like truly leave? Like, they say, okay, they brought out Black Knight, so I'm uninstalling this game and I'm never playing it again. You think that really, like, you really think that's gonna happen? Like, you really believe that's gonna happen? That is so, like, dumb. Like, okay, I spent all this money on this game, I played this game for so many years, but because they brought out back a skin that I get an exclusive style for, I'm leaving permanently? No, sorry, but they know that that's not true either. They know that's not true. Alright, then he goes on to say it would be so dumb, period. And then the new players would enjoy it for like a week or two and then never use the skins again. Huge L. Almost like all these players, pretty much everybody, almost, I'd say 90% of the fan base will buy these. I wouldn't say all of them, but I'd say solid 60% of them will buy it. And the 10% of OGs left, nobody cares. Like, you're getting a style. You still, this old skin that you never use has a new fresh style. That's literally, I would take that in my sleep. So I don't know what they're yapping about. For people in the comments thinking I don't have these, I own every single battle pass. So from chapter 1 at least, I own all the chapter 1 battle passes. The only reason Renegade Raider came back is because it was a seasonal skin, just like Skull Trooper and Pink Gold, all of which are getting OG styles. So he just completely lied right there. The season shot was not a seasonal skin. The season shot was its own battle pass that was exclusive, which I'll put on the screenshot as always. And Skull Trooper and Gold Trooper were in the item shop, so of course they came back. Now he goes on to say battle pass skins are different as they were labeled exclusive and limited time, just like the season shop was. Fortnite doesn't purposely release items that were said to be exclusive. They label it as a mistake. Okay, well, yes, they labeled the paradigm as a mistake. However, seasonal shop wasn't a mistake. That was exclusive. Labeled it exclusive, and why would they be getting OG styles then? Pink Gold Trooper and Purple Skull Trooper were just to respect the people who had it originally. And some people might say that's what it's gonna be for Renegade Raider and Aerial Soul Trooper and all that stuff, but they don't even realize that Paradigm got those styles too. That's not a respect thing, really. Well, Pink Gold Trooper and Purple Skull Trooper were just a respect thing for the OGs who had it. These are literally were labeled exclusive, so it's two different things. That just shows, since there's 3 consistent styles, purple, gold, black. Those are the colors of the OG styles. Very simple colors, very easy to work with for Epic Games. And why would they need it very easy to work with? It's because all their chapter 1 battle passes, they can easily throw those on, and that's it. You really think they're gonna make a remix of Season X? The remix of a remix? And even if they do make remix skins, they're still gonna be the OG pass, I guarantee. He goes on to say, highly unlikely the old battle passes are returning. That's why they implemented the OG pass system. Plus, we all know they're not just gonna make exclusive styles for every chapter 1 battle pass skin. It'd be so stupid and pointless, and it would anger most of the community. So in conclusion, the battle passes aren't coming back like people think they are, but we do have 10 seasons worth of reskins to look forward to. Bro, no one wants your reskin. Nobody does. No one is only. Here's the thing, Epic will very likely release the reskins first, if they do reskins, and then drop it like 2 weeks later like they did with Renegade Raider. And if you think I'm lying, they literally just did that, so I'm not sure how I'm lying. But nobody wants the remix skins. They just know that if they make it first, it looks closest to the original, so people will buy it. Then they're just gonna drop the real one, and then everyone's gonna buy that, so it's double the money. But this guy could not even think of something like that, and just assumed that because he said that it would anger people, that's basically the only reason why they won't come back. So you see what I mean, guys? It's not gonna not come back because it will hurt their feelings. There's so little OGs left. No one cares. Nobody cares, especially not Epic Games. And you shouldn't blame them for not caring either, because think about it. If you had 10% of people, and this guy, see, people like this all assume like OGs make up all the game, but I promise you, 7 years ago, and I will say this every single time because 7 years ago is when like OG seasons were, right? All of those people have grown up really past that. So there's some few ones who are like 5 years old and they're still playing it, and they're maybe between the ages of, you know, 13, 14, 15. Like, I don't blame those people for playing it still. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying most of them are over 18 now, and most of them have jobs. Most of them have bigger priorities than a Fortnite skin, and they're gonna come back to this game regardless of if their skin comes back or not. And most of them probably will think it's cool they get a gold and black style anyway. I think it's gonna be cool. You know how old a skin can get when it only has one style? This is the only type of skin. I mean, it can get pretty old, especially for 7 years of time. So nobody's gonna be angry, bro. It might just be you and the rest of these comments, but and maybe Twitter as well, I guess. But that's pretty much it. But make sure you guys like and subscribe.